We have some gifts for you.
Good. I want Bitcoin. I guess it shows the economy is very bad to cut it by that much. Assuming they're not just playing politics, the economy would be very bad, or they're playing politics, one or the other. But it was a big cut.
I look forward to working with Donald Trump and pounding a stake into the heart of the administrative state. And that is one of the prime examples, Gary Gensler at the SEC, and he should be fired. He is not, he's gone well beyond, frankly, he's gone against his mission.
Yeah.
The mission of the SEC is to make sure that every American, doesn't matter if you're wealthy or if you're poor, has access to the greatest financial markets on the planet.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, That's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pull back. We had stocks pull back as expected. But guys, don't forget on the weekend, we're the only game in town. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And we see the NWO is stepping up the distractions. Distract the sheep while they put in the fourth industrial revolution plan. And it's only going to get worse. And we had Trump, the president of the United States, launch their own crypto project. And then a couple of days later, he goes inside of a bar and pays for a burger in Bitcoin. He's letting the sheep know about this new financial system that's coming in. But unfortunately, they're asleep. So guys, like I tell you, if you are young, you're in the perfect place because you know where this is going. The only thing you have to do is follow the money to the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates which are moving down, but still well off the lows. And these yield rates are going to still start to creep up. We have the dollar slightly up. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $311 billion yesterday. And you can clearly see how they pumped that repo for Fed Jerome Powell to be in the house. And, of course, it's going to start pulling back. We still have QT. And like Trump stated, they cut those rates. So, therefore, it keeps the economy up for voting. As long as the economy is doing good, Democrats stand a chance. I definitely see Trump winning. But the fact is that it's going to be tight. And that's exactly how the NWO wants it. And it doesn't matter whether it's Trump or Kamala, they have to land us in this fourth industrial revolution. Remember, the presidents are chosen. They're definitely not elected. So don't fall for the Hegelian dialectic. The divide and conquer works every time for the sheep. And that's the reason why a handful of people can control billions. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, we had the Fed cut 50 basis points. And if you don't understand finances, if you don't understand the markets, it sounds good. But again, guys, we have inflation here. Plus, we have a stock market that's already expensive. So now the games begin. So as the Fed is lowering rates, We know the emerging markets are going to start raising rates, and all that money is going to flow over to them and in Bitcoin and crypto and this new fourth industrial revolution. It's a perfect plan. It's evil genius. And then on top of it, once we start seeing these layoffs pick up, we're going to see the robots, algorithms, and drones take the place of humanity. And remember, guys, all this technology is ready to go. And we know the NWO caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. The solution they already had ready 20, 30 years ago, or even longer. And how do you keep the people quiet? And they only need to keep them quiet just for a little while until they build this fourth industrial revolution, and that's free money. Remember, guys, doing the C word, we already seen the simulation done. Just the fact is, they were getting a check. This time, they'll get money airdropped to them. But little do they know, that money is eventually going to be programmable, telling you what, where, and when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And we know that's biblical. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs down right now as I'm doing this video. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Eclipse as October to launch Solana Virtual Machine L2 on Ethereum. And we have Eclipse using Ethereum security, Solana speed, and Celestia's data storage capabilities. Now we have Jupiter acquires Solana FM and CoinHall. And Jupiter Mobile also has a partnership with MoonPay that will enable cryptocurrency trading via Apple or Google Pay without platform fees. So with these acquisitions and partnerships, it's helping them with getting more data and making the platform seamless for the traders. And lastly, guys, we have MicroStrategy has raised $1 billion to expand its Bitcoin holdings, acquires another 7,400 Bitcoin for $458 million. And again, we see the big banks and big corporations owning all the Bitcoin. And just a few years ago, even Michael Saylor was going with the narrative. Either Bitcoin and crypto was for criminals, or Bitcoin and crypto stood no chance. But if you follow the money, you see that big banks and big corporations were behind crypto from the beginning. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guess all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.